Because Adam said, when I die and my enemy Iblis lives on, he will rejoice over my death. Allah says in response to that, be he blessed and exalted, I will cause the discomfort of the death of all your children to be multiplied against his own death. Iblis will meet the pains of death according to what all the children of Adam faced many times over. So Adam was pleased with this and he accepted death before Iblis, while the latter would live on to the end of time. This is a concern that even Allah upheld. And because of that thing inside of Iblis that would cause him to mock and gloat over the demise of, in this case, the Khalifa. But in other cases, it's like, how do you think Allah feels about people who gloat over the misfortunes of a friend of Allah? And what difference does it make? If they're Allah's friends, well, they should just be humble and they should just never have anything in their hearts about anything. But Allah does. So why wouldn't they? Like, where does this narrative come from? So when the horn is blown into, and he, meaning Iblis, knows it's time for him to die, he will go to Adam's grave and prostrate. He will then return to wallowing and say, you ordered me to prostrate to Adam and I'm prostrating now. So in other words, when the time comes, he knows what he was supposed to do. And he knows this whole time that he's supposed to do that. He's supposed to show respect to Adam, but he doesn't want to. So he will then return to wallowing and say, you ordered me to prostrate to Adam and I'm prostrating now. However, Shaikh Ibrahim says that will not benefit him. Allah, be he blessed and exalted, will command the angels of death and say, this is my enemy. I gave him respite to an appointed day. This is the appointed day. And then he says to the angels, he says to them, manifest with my two attributes, the Almighty and the Powerful. Manifest with my anger and vengeance, and go to my enemy and take out his rotten soul. Take 70,000, here's a word for you, myrmidon. A myrmidon is like the translation for the word zabaniya in Quran. Look that one up. Take 70,000 myrmidons of the fire, and they will escort you to Allah's enemy. So don't go alone. I want you to go with a terrifying presence. And I want you to manifest my attributes of Jabbar and Qahar. And I want you to manifest with my ghadab, my anger, and my intiqam, my vengeance. He said that I will cause him to taste the number of times that all of the children of Adam experienced death, and will multiply it many times over. And all of that because he didn't want Adam to be disrespected any further than he already had been. And he didn't even do anything. Again, this theme of like disrespecting Allah's people is just like, again, it's like, where did we get this narrative that Allah's people are supposed to be this sort of, meek people that just take everything and carry on. If one of Allah's people gets angry, and the awliya and the prophets and such, like there's just something with them that we just oftentimes, we're ignorant people, and a lot of times we don't recognize Allah's people, and we just kind of see them just like ourselves, and we're harming ourselves to a great degree. Yeah, Iblis, he just saw Adam, and he's like, what? What's the big deal? But he was sorely mistaken. Adam didn't, watch the treasures, for tens of thousands of years. He didn't worship in every span of the earth. He didn't, fight the jinn in the earth. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything, and he was made from a poorly material in comparison, and just seemed kind of unfit, but Allah knows where to put things. In other words, it's like, if you think about it, Shaitan was raised in the environment and he had the skills and the experience for the role. And Adam was literally disappeared from nothing and had no experience in anything. I mean, sure, Allah taught Adam the names, but that's not his doing. He didn't earn anything. But Allah chose him. And the proper response for choosing is not to evaluate the choice, but to show respect as if your very existence depends on it. And subhanAllah. So anyway, he said that I will cause